Well, this iSeries is a new concept. Everyone betting live and seeing the old cards live, you know, at the same time as we see them. So, you know, I mean, I like to get involved in the new things. I was one of the first ones to be lucky enough to play in the late night poker when they first showed the whole cards. And I'm glad to get involved in this. You know, it should be a bit of good fun. There's some of my old friends on there and some new ones I've never seen before. So I'll give it my best shot and see what goes on. Yeah, I mean, there's Carlos. Carlos is a good player. He's aggressive. You know. I mean him go back a long way, same as Elmuth and Negrano. I mean, I've known Carlos since the first time going to Vegas years ago, and he's a really nice kid. Elmuth, same thing, you know. He screams and shouts out the table, and you know, spits his dummy out, but off the table he's a great lad, you know. So, you know, I always look forward to playing Phil, you know, and Negrano too. I mean, I've played with them all loads of times, so that's nothing new whatsoever. I mean, I'd sooner play with good players, really. You know, I mean, and you know, then these. I mean, sometimes, you know, like I say, you sat on a table full of crash test dummies who don't say a word, and they just sit there with the hoods on, and it's I raise the butt. You know what I mean? And you know, I mean, we don't really want to see that, do we? We want some fun and action, and I'll try and stir it up and get it all going down there. When I first started playing No Limit Hold'em, I was never young. I mean, when I used to play stud poker from being like 15 to being, I would say, in my late 30s, you know. I mean, I didn't start playing Hold'em until, I would say maybe 94. So, you know, and I was already like past my sell-by date if I'd have been in a supermarket that had took me off the shelf. So anyway, so I've never been one of them young kids in there flying about by the seat of my pants playing No Limit Hold'em. It was always like a lot more complicated games, you know, stud poker and strip deck, you know. So that's why I always used to go skint, you know, until I learned the game, and then I couldn't get a game, which is why I went to Leeds and I started playing No Limit. And these young kids nowadays, I mean, you know, I 3-bet him and I 4-bet him and he 5-bet me, and I was under the gun and I had, you know, I mean. Yeah, so, but it's like you got a mixture. You got all the old school. This is why this is good. This table. You got all the old school playing, and you got the young bank crash wallet merchants. So I mean, there's not enough money to be giving more than one prize involved. There's not enough money involved. But that's the only trouble with that is that, like you say, once there's 4 people left, and you don't get anything for hanging around waiting for position. You know, so everybody's going to be rocking and rolling, which takes the advantage away from me because I'm a natural rock and roller. You know, even if there was like, if you was paying 5 places, I'd still be rocking and rolling. You know, because I don't care about whether I finish 5th. I just want to finish first. I don't want to climb up the money ladder. But now there is no money ladder, so everybody's going to be playing the same game as me, which takes a bit of the edge away. You know, if you understand where I'm coming from. Well, I love Ireland, you know, and Ireland loves me for whatever reasons. I mean, they bring the grannies over here to see me and the sisters to do pictures with them and that, and I get up and play with the skittle band and stuff, and get on the piano down there until they throw me off it. You know, I mean, I like Ireland. They won't let me leave the bar, though. That's the trouble. It's very hard for me to win a tournament in Dublin because if I walk through near that bar area, and I always seem to tend to walk by there, I don't know why, it's like a magnet. But, come on, Devilfish, come on, have a drink with us, come on. And they won't let me put my hand in my pocket. You can't buy a drink with the Irish, you know. They're lovely, so that's why I like coming here.